Hello everybody, it's Elena, and in today's video we are building this pretty interesting modern house in the world of Tartosa in The Sims 4, obviously. And as you can see, I did use the curved walls in this build to make some sort of like oval shaped room. And oh my goodness, the curved walls in this game are so bad. And not to be dramatic or anything, but using them in this build honestly like injured my soul, and I'm not okay. But yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about that and like the complications that I had with the curved walls in a little bit. But before I do that, I do just want to introduce this build to you all. So as I said, I built it in Tartosa on a 20 by 20 lot, so it's pretty small, but this lot is absolutely gorgeous. Like, just look at the view, it's so amazing, and it's on its own little private island. It's so gorgeous, and I love Tartosa, and this lot is just gorgeous. I've only ever built here once before because I feel very intimidated by it. I think it's the openness and just like how gorgeous it is. Like, it makes me very scared and it makes me feel intimidated just because I feel like the expectations are high for this a lot. But I did build her today, and I don't really know if this build lives up to the expectations that you have for a lot like this one, but I think it's okay. So yeah, anyway, it's a nice lot, I love it. But this is a 3-bedroom and 2-bathroom house, and there's like a bedroom for 2 parents or something. Like, it's just a bedroom with a double bed, so it fits 2 Sims. And then on the second floor there are 2 bedrooms, one with a kid's bed and a toddler's bed, and then one with also like a kid sized bed or just like a normal sized single bed. So 5 Sims in total can live in this house, although I was kind of like thinking that this would work really well as a rental home when I built it, just because I feel like this lot just screams vacation and like a rental home. I don't really know if I'm wrong about that, but I just feel like this is just a very vacation-y type of lot. So I definitely was thinking that it would be best as a rental home when I built it, but you could definitely just live here all year around with your Sims if you want to do that. But that was just like what I had in mind. So I didn't really clutter it up that much, and I didn't really personalize it that much either, just because I wanted it to fit like every type of Sim basically. Although if I had built it with like a family in mind that like lived here all year around, I don't think that I would have cluttered it up that much, just because I feel like this house is a house that should be kept pretty tidy and clean, and they probably have some people that clean the house for them, and they probably like got it professionally like organized and whatnot, because I feel like these people would just have a lot of money if they lived here full time, because it looks very expensive. So yeah, I don't know, but it's just like a family house that fits a total of 5 Sims, and you can either live here full time or you can go on vacation in this house. And I think it's pretty fun, it's pretty interesting, and I was really struggling with it for a long time. Like, I had figured out the shape, which I was pretty happy with, and then I like tried to do the color scheme on the outside, and I tried to find some good sidings for the house, but I was really struggling with that. So I like spent a long time on it, and then like one night when I had like first started building it, I played around with a lot of different sidings, and I just could not find one that I liked and I wanted to keep on this house. So I was just like really struggling with that, and then I just like put this house aside for a few days because I was just like struggling with it so much, and I just could not find some like color scheme that I wanted to go for and that I liked for this house. So I was really annoyed, and I was kind of like very close to just quitting and not finishing this house because I was really bothered about it. But as you can see, I did obviously come back to it, and I did find a color scheme that I liked somewhat okay, I guess. I don't know, it's not like my favorite color scheme, but I didn't know what to choose, so I just like ended up with like a tan-ish warm brown and a gray brick, like painted brick. That's what I ended up with, and I think it's like decent, but I don't know, I wish I could have found one that I liked better, but I don't really know what I would have gone with. Like right now, as I'm just thinking about it, I can't really think of a color scheme that I would have liked better, but I'm just not 100% happy with this one, I guess. But it's okay, it's all good. But I really had a lot of fun building this house, and as I did say, and as you probably have noticed, I did use the curved walls in this build to make an oval shaped room, and I felt like that was really fun, and I wanted to play around with the curved walls in this build just because we got them when the high school years expansion pack came out, and it came out in August, or no, I think like late July, which is like what, 7-8-ish months ago. Like, it was a long time ago by now, and I have only made one build with curved walls in this game so far. So I really wanted to build something else with them, just because I feel like that's kind of stupid. I've only ever built one thing with them. Like, that's that's dumb, you know, I want to do some more. So I wanted to do a build with them today, so that is what I did, and I was like determined to actually complete it because I really wanted to use them. And I was like, okay, I know that they're gonna cause me a lot of problems and they're gonna be very, very annoying to work with, but I'm just gonna stick it out because I really want to do something with them. But yeah, they definitely did cause me a lot of problems, and they were super, super difficult to work with because for some reason, like when you put down an object in the curved walls, or like sometimes when you put down objects in the curved wall room, whatever you want to call that, you can't like click on the objects from certain angles. So it was really, really difficult to furnish the room, and I put like a couch with some plants and stuff around it just because I wanted that room to be like a hangout space for the family that is staying here or living here full time, whatever. And I just like wanted it to be a hangout room because I didn't really know what else to do with it. Like I couldn't really figure anything else out. So yeah, it's just a hangout room that you can sit in and relax in, and I did put the game table from Get Together in it as well, so you can play some games with the family if you want to do that. But yeah, I was really like struggling with like putting down the items, and what's really, really annoying is that when I was playtesting the house, I could not for the life of me actually click on the couch, so I couldn't make my sim sit on it, which is so stupid, and I don't understand why, because like I could not for the life of me like click on the couch at all. Like my mouse would just not react when I clicked on the spot where the like couch is. So it was really, really annoying, and I guess unless your sim like sits on it autonomously, you won't be able to use that couch, which is so dumb because there's literally like nothing obstructing it or anything like that. Like there aren't any rooting issues with it, but it's just because the rounded walls are being super annoying and you can't click on it. So it's really dumb and I hate it. But I mean, I guess it's like fine because the couch is more so just for aesthetic purposes, I suppose, because like there is another seating spot in the house where you can just sit and watch your TV and whatever. So it's not like you can't sit and relax with your sims in any like place in this house, but you just cannot sit in that couch. At least I could not make it work. Maybe you can on your computer or something, I don't really know, but I couldn't. So that's annoying. And also I was really like struggling with just like making the curved room because it was causing a lot of problems, and I find it really, really difficult to put windows on the curved walls. Like you have to do it in certain places and whatnot. Like it's difficult. It's not easy to work with, and I don't know, it really caused me a lot of problems, and I was not having fun with it. But I really do like the way that it looks in the end, and I really wanted to do like a cinematic intro for this video, like where I move the camera in a cinematic way and get like a nice shot that way, but I couldn't do that because the furniture was like disappearing and then reappearing and disappearing and reappearing as I moved the camera, which is so annoying. And I was I was really frustrated, and I couldn't really make this house and that like curved wall room thingy work the way that I wanted it to work, and I was frustrated. And I feel like the curved walls and a lot of other like building tools in this game are just not working the way that they should be working. And I remember that when High School Years came out and the curved wall update came out last year, like a lot of people were complaining about the curved walls and saying that they really wanted EA to fix them, but they just like have not made any like updates to the rounded walls at all. So I feel like that's very disappointing because they just like released this half-finished building tool for the game, and they just have not finished it since then, and it's been almost like 8 months or something by now. So that's very disappointing, and I don't know, it's annoying when they like release half-finished things and they don't go back in and fix them or anything like that. Like that's really, really annoying. But yeah, anyway, I guess that's all I really have to say about the curved walls. But I really just like wanted to have some like nice feature for this house to make it pretty interesting or something like that. And I think it's nice, like it looks nice from the outside, but it's just not the most functional thing ever. But there are 2 stories in the oval room, and obviously on the first floor is where I put the couch and the just like hangout space, I guess. And then on the second floor I did like a mezzanine level sort of thing, that I think that's what it's called, like where you can stand on like the second floor and look down on the first floor and see all of the other people. And I feel like that's just like a view room, I guess, where you can sit or stand and do whatever you want to do and just like look at the beautiful view, because obviously you can see the water from literally every angle in this house, which is incredible. So I feel like that's just like a very important thing for this lot. Like you really, if you like were to build a house on this lot in real life, you would definitely focus on putting a lot of windows in every like place in this house, because you want to be able to see the house or like the water from every side in this house and like every room, because that's just really important when the the house is built on a beautiful lot like this one. So yeah, I don't know, I really wanted to have like a display room, I guess. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, I don't know, I definitely do like the way that it turned out in the end, but it's just, it was frustrating to build with. But I hope you all like it, and I hope that if you do download it, you won't have too many like problems when playing in the oval room, just because like that would be annoying. But I did my best to make it like functional and whatnot, but I just, yeah, I don't know, I was struggling a lot with it, so I hope it's okay and whatnot. But I don't know, I don't really have anything else to say about it, I guess. But yeah, I did put like a pool on the outside in the backyard, and I feel like this is a very nice house, and you can just have a lot of fun here if you go on vacation, or if you just live here all the time, if you want to do that. And I don't know, I think it's a nice lot, and I think Tartosa is beautiful. I feel like I mention this every time that I built in this world, but it's one of my favorite worlds, and it's gorgeous, and I love everything about it. It's amazing. So I love it. I love Tartosa. And right here in the backyard, I did obviously put a pool, and then I also ended up doing like a little outdoor kitchen situation area sort of thing, where I put a grill and I put a little bar, so you definitely can hang out in this backyard and have like a fun summer evening or something like that. I don't know, that was just what I was thinking, but I think it's nice. And I feel like it's kind of crazy that we are like 11 minutes into this video and we haven't even moved on to the interior yet. I feel like that's kind of weird, but it's okay. And I spent a long time on the exterior of this build because I wanted it to be like good, you know. So I spent a long time on it, but we are going to be moving on to the inside very, very soon. And it's not like anything spectacular or fancy or anything like that. I just like made it pretty like neat and tidy and like modern. And as I said, I didn't really clutter it up that much because I didn't really feel like it would fit in a house like this, so I didn't do that. But it's just like a nice modern interior, I guess, and I made it pretty colorful, especially in the kids' bedrooms and stuff, so it's nice. I like it, and I hope you all like it too. And also my neighbor's baby is screaming, which is really, really distracting me. I feel like that's so annoying. I really hate recording when like other people are outside my house or inside my house, because background noises really, really, really bother me in my videos, and they just like distract me a lot because I get all in my head about like you guys being able to hear them, which would really, really bother me. But I have like apologized for my neighbor's babies screaming and stuff like that in other videos, and then no one could hear them at all because they just like weren't loud enough for that. But I can hear them, and then I convince myself that everyone else can, and it's really, really distracting. So I hate that so much, and I don't know, it's really annoying. And I hate when I've got background noises in my videos, which is stupid because I don't mind it at all when I can hear background noises in other people's videos. Like, it's just a pet peeve that I have with my own videos. So yeah, that's annoying, and I just need to stop being all in my head about this and just record, you know. It's not a big deal. But yeah, anyway, whatever, I just got very sidetracked. But I hope you guys are doing good, and I hope you're having a good day and you're taking care of yourselves and all of that good stuff. So as I did say in my last video, I am going to be going on a little trip. I'm going to go see my grandparents, and I'm leaving tomorrow, so I'm just recording this video and finishing it like today so I can get it up while I'm gone, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm just really excited to like go see them, and the weather is going to be really nice, so I'm really happy about that because I really just like to drive in nice weather, I guess. Although I do think it's going to be pretty sunny, so that's not great because, you know, sun in your eyes when you're driving, that's not very fun. So yeah, I don't know, but I'll just get my sunglasses and the little like visor thing in my car, you know. Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. But why did I say that? I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to go, and I cannot wait, and I'm just really happy that I'm finally on winter break because I feel like the past month or two has just been brutal. So I'm really, really happy that I can just have a little break right now and just focus on good and happy things. I'm very happy about that. But I'm obviously excited to go see my grandparents because I really like to hang out with them, and I just want to like be there with them because that's important, you know, to hang out with your elderly family members and whatnot. But I just also really, really like their city, and I just really like to be there and hang out in it. And it's just, I don't know, it's such a nice place. Like, I live very far away, like around 4 hours, so I don't really get to go as often as I want to, but I have like been there a lot growing up, so it's been like my second home always. And I really like that place, and I really would like to live there someday. So like, if you don't know, I live in Copenhagen, Denmark, and they live in the second biggest city in Denmark, so it's like not a small town by any means, but it's not like big either because Denmark is just really small and we don't really have have any big cities. Like Copenhagen is big, but it's the only big city, you know? So yeah, anyway, it's not like a huge city, but it's not super small either, and I just really like it there, and I think it's very cozy and the vibes are just great, and I really would like to live there someday. But I have a lot of places that I want to live in this world, so I don't know where I'm gonna end up, but I don't really want to end up here where I'm like living right now, but I probably will, because I feel like most people just end up staying like pretty close to where they grew up or something like that. I don't know, like not in the same city necessarily, but like not too far away from where they grew up. So I don't really know where I'll end up in life, but I would like to live somewhere else and just like live in other countries also for like a few years. I've always had a dream of like living in some other European big city, because I just feel like that sounds so nice, and just to live there for a few years and then go back to Denmark a few years later and settle down here and just, you know, start a family or whatever I want to do. I feel like that's always what I've envisioned for myself and for my future, but I don't really know how things are gonna pan out. I feel like back in the day I always had like a set plan for my future when I was little, but nowadays, like as I've just been, you know, living and getting humbled by life and getting surprised by life, I've just realized that you can't really plan anything out, so you just gotta like see where life takes you, I guess. So I really would like to live in some other country one day and just stay somewhere else and experience like a different culture someday, but I don't really know if that's gonna happen, but I really would like it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, anyway, that's just a thing I would really like to do, and I really would like to just live in a different place than Denmark, although I do really like this place and all of the like rights that I have from living here. Like it's a really nice place to live, and I'm a super privileged to have been born in Denmark and whatnot, but I really would like to, you know, experience other things as well, which is also like a huge privilege, being able to like go out into the world and experience other cultures and stuff like that, and just like being able to uproot your life and live in a different place for a few years. That's a huge privilege, and I really would like to do that one day, but I don't know if I'll get to, but I hope so. Yeah, anyway, but let me know in the comment section if you've like tried to uproot your life and just move across the world or just across the country, depending on where you live, if that's like a big deal or something, or if you just like try to live in a different country or something for a few years, and let me know how that went and like how you ended up there and like how you got to that place, because I would really like to know, and I would really like to know how other people have gone about doing that and like how they made that happen, because it is really a big dream of mine and it has been for a very long time. So yeah, let me know how you made that happen, if that has happened to you. I'm very interested, just because I feel like apart from my family and whatnot, I've got nothing tying me to this place. I don't really love it or anything like that, and I really would like to just go out into the world and experience everything and just, I don't know, be out there and make my own little life for myself, instead of being like chained to this one place for the entire time. Although on the other hand, I don't want to become that person who just like hates their hometown and like demonizes everyone from that hometown, and I totally get that for a lot of people who feel that way about their like the place that they grew up in. It's because they have a lot of bad memories associated with the town that they grew up in, and I totally relate to that, because I definitely like went through some bad stuff that happened in this place, and I really would like to, you know, not always think about all of these bad things that happened when I walk around the town and whatnot, because I always do think about all of the bad memories that I have from all of these different places, but I really would like to not feel that way about it, and I would like to not be like that person who hates their hometown, even though I feel like I kind of am becoming that person, but I don't know, anyway. That's so off topic from like this build and whatnot, but that's just what I like to do with my videos. I feel like sometimes people get super confused. That's just like my experience from what I've seen in the comment section. People sometimes get very confused because I go from talking about the build and then suddenly I'm like on some completely different and unrelated topic, but that's just because I really like to just talk about my life and talk about whatever is on my mind and my thoughts and whatever in my videos, and I just want to like have this place to, you know, put my thoughts and have a little conversation, and then you can listen to it and respond to it in the comment section if you want to do that, or you can just ignore me and mute me if you just want to watch the build and you don't want to listen to some annoying person who's talking about their own life. That's totally fine, but I like to have this place as my little escape from real life and whatnot, just to talk about stuff and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you get that, and I hope you don't think it's like super weird and stuff when I explain it to you all, if you did think it was kind of weird. But I have also gotten like a lot of people in my comment section saying that they do like when I just ramble on about my life life and my feelings and thoughts and all that stuff. So I know that a lot of people do like it, and I guess some people just don't, and some people do, and that's totally fine. Like, not everyone likes everything, and that's completely okay, you know, that's totally fine. So I'm just gonna keep doing it because I like to do it. So yeah, that's that, I guess. But also, so before I do end off this video, I do just want to say that I did reach 4,000 followers on Instagram the other day, which is mad. Like, I don't really know, I feel like that's so crazy. Like, that's a wild number. I know it's not like a super huge number, a lot of people have so many more followers on Instagram and whatnot, but I think it's so crazy. I can't even like fathom 4,000 people in one room. That's insane, you know. So yeah, I don't know, I just want to say thank you all so much for like supporting me and all of that good stuff. That's so kind of you. And I never really talk about this on my YouTube channel just because, well, I guess I mainly do forget, but also I don't really want to sit here and just promote all of my other social media platforms and whatever. But I do have, you know, an Instagram profile, and I do have a Twitter account as well that you can follow if you would like to do that, but you know, you don't have to. I don't really post that many personal things on there, but I really would like to get better at doing it on my Instagram story, but it's just like kind of intimidating. But yeah, I really would like to do that, and I hope that I will feel comfortable enough to just like share a little bit sometimes, because I never really post on my story ever, and that's annoying. I hate that. But yeah, anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really appreciate it, but you know, you don't have to. And you can download this house on my gallery page. My ID is just LacyLena on there. It's exactly like my YouTube channel. But besides all of that, I hope you're having an amazing day, and then I cannot wait to see you all in my next video that I will be posting in just a few days. So bye everybody!